If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Reached their verdict, is that correct? Okay, I would ask the foreperson of the jury to please hand the verdict forms to the bailiff. Okay, Madam Clerk, please publish the verdicts and do not read the name of the foreperson, okay? Yes. For the record, it's Juror 157, initials CS. All right.
Okay. State of Florida versus Isaiah Jermaine Chance, case number 24 CF 11996A, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. Did the state of Florida prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. So say we all, dated this 8th day of May. Foreperson of the jury, juror number 157, CS. State of Florida versus Sean Andre Gathright, case number 24 CF 11996C, Trial Division 1, verdict form. Is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, the defendant actually possessed a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 3, victim Xavier Edwards. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 4, Gino Norris. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 5, victim Camilla Bentley. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 6. The defendant is guilty of tampering with physical evidence as charged. So say we all dated this 8th day of May, 2026. Juror number 157, CS, foreperson of the jury. State of Florida versus Rashad Trayvon Murphy, case number 24CF 11996D, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. During the commission of the offense, the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 3, victim Xavier Edwards. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 4, victim Gino Norris. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 5, victim Camilla Bentley. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. So say we all dated this 8th day of May 2026, juror number 157, CS, foreperson of the jury. In the state of Florida versus Davion Rashad Murphy, case number 24CF 11996E, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. If During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones, the defendant of conspiracy to commit murder, first degree, conspiracy to commit first degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 3, victim Xavier Edwards, the defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of the criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 4, victim Gino Norris, the defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 5, victim Camilla Bentley, the defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. And during the commission of an offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. So say we all, dated this 8th day of May, 2026, jury number 157, CS for a person of the jury.
No. I don't want to see no crime or none of that, you know. No, take it like a man, you know what I'm saying? You know, according to the court, they done proved that y'all done went down there and killed that boy Julio Foolio. And so now, you know, we have, what's the brother name? Sean. He ain't even want to leave the courtroom. He in there crying. I'm talking about he in his mind sitting there thinking about all the what ifs and why he even associate himself with them and everything. That boy right there going through it. You see, let's talk about Sean for a minute, right? That boy right there going through it. I'm talking about, y'all, did y'all see him? Crying like a baby. Check it out. Yeah, nah, come on now. Come on, you a gangster. What is you doing? You can't make the gangsters look bad like that, boy. You hardcore. You can't, come on, man. You crying in front of the courtroom. You see all them cameras in there. Man, you making the gang look bad. I mean, cause y'all seen the other brothers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen, Davion and them. They just like took a few deep breaths, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. That was it. No real reaction, wasn't no crying and all that. I mean, not in the public. Because see, when them boys get back to themselves, hey, look, yeah, reality really gonna set in. I'm talking about right now when they just got convicted of that, y'all. Them boys went deaf. They couldn't hear nothing after they said guilty. It was like, boom. They couldn't, comprehension fucked up all of a sudden. You see, them boys couldn't hear nothing. They like, because they understand the future now. You see, they understand their future. They know, damn, I'm finna either do life in jail or they finna try to kill me. You see? That's the reality that them boys is facing right now. That's why when they left the courtroom, I'm telling y'all, they was in a zone. They just was shook, shocked. Like, walking up out of there like, damn, defeated. But not Sean, though. Sean couldn't hold it in. He couldn't wait to get to the cell and start crying. You see, he couldn't do that. Sean wanted to cry in front of everybody. He wanted to let everybody know. You understand what I'm saying? Oh no, Sean, that's not a good look for you. But I mean, all bullshit aside, excuse my language, y'all, but these boys here, I mean, like, what do you expect? For real. I mean, like, from a gangster's perspective, yeah, okay, yeah, that was cold-blooded what they did. To travel all the way from a whole nother state to go kill a man, yeah, hey, that's hard. That's hard. But look at the consequences. Each time we talking about some brothers done went from another state to another state to do a criminal activity, they always end up getting knocked. Lil Durk and them done got knocked. Chicago to California. What's the recent one? Pooh Shiesty and them just got knocked from Memphis to Houston or Dallas or Texas, right? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and now you got these boys here from Jacksonville to Tampa Bay, a whole nother city. You see? So yeah, man. I mean, look at the consequences of it. You see everybody going to jail. These boys right here facing life or death. I mean, either way it's gonna go. They gonna die anyway in prison. So I mean, it's a death sentence either way it go, unless they come back on appeal due to a technicality or something like that. They come back, then they probably can get a new trial or probably even get the conviction reversed. But the way that this was set up, did y'all pay close attention to how the clerk was reading every charge off? You talking about when did they use a firearm? Yes. Are they a part of a gang? Yes. You see? That type of stuff. When you get when the clerk is reading that type of stuff, that stuff right there deals with the elements of the crimes and elements that they are going to need to put that death penalty down. You see, you just can't get somebody the death penalty like that. Certain elements have to be proven in order for you to give somebody the death sentence. Did they use a firearm? Yeah. Was it intentional murder? Yeah. Was they did it for the benefit of a gang? Yeah. Oh yeah, we can kill him. Yeah. We got 3 years on that one right there. Okay. So he satisfied all the elements of the crime? Yeah. Oh yeah, we can kill him. So that's why when the clerk was reading everything off like that, y'all probably listening like, okay, she already said they guilty of first-degree murder and second-degree murder and attempted murder. But what does all this other stuff have to do with it? Those right there is satisfying the elements for that death penalty. That's what those is. Now, on the real, when I had first, heard about the overwhelming evidence that the state had against these brothers, and the sister Alicia, in my mind, I just knew, I said, no, they gonna take a deal, because the evidence that they got against these brothers is overwhelming. It's too much. Anybody in their right mind and say, damn, they put this all together. Damn near exactly how we planned it. They putting it together. We got to take deals, man. Hey, y'all, check this out, man. Come on, man. We got to take some deals. Well, they finna give us all day long. You see? But I don't even know if they even had a deal, on the plate for them, though. But usually they do. You know what I mean? But hey, they went all the way, and now they got to deal with those consequences. Now, let's talk about the evidence that they had against them, y'all. I'm talking about, listen. Here it is, y'all. The GPS systems on their phones and the cars that they use to commit the crimes is all documented. I'm talking about the police have digital footprints of their every step. Video content of their every step. I'm talking about, it's just overwhelming. So to begin with, police, this is all investigation work from the police. They got them on camera loading up the cars. And while loading up the cars, you can see one of them playing with a gun. I think it was Gutter Zay. I think he was playing with like the Glock or whatever, or trying to put it in his pants. In another video, you see them coming out with like duffel bags and stuff like that, and they putting it in the car, but you don't see no guns or nothing like that. I gotta be 100. So now the police trace these cars by the GPS systems on their phones and by license plate readers. Trace them all the way from Jacksonville, Florida to Tampa Bay, Florida. Once they got there, they got an Airbnb. The police know that because one of the killers used his ID to get the Airbnb. Not only that, the cars. One of the cars is one of the killer's girlfriend or baby mama's car, and the other car that they use is Sean's mama's car. Yeah, so they using family members' cars to go commit a murder. Yeah. But, that right there helped get them knocked because, the license plate readers is telling them, hey, this car belongs to this person. This car belongs to this person. You see what I'm saying? So that connected them to the cars that was traveling down to Tampa Bay. Another thing, when the police did sit down and talk with them and ask them, what was y'all doing down here? Could none of them say they went sightseeing? They was coming to meet somebody. None of them had an alibi. The only thing that I think Alicia said is what we was about to go to the club, but then we didn't want to go to that club, and then we was finna go to another club and it cost too much money or something like that. So then we just went home. We was tired or something she said, right? And they just like, nah, because they had it on video. They got these people on video stalking Julio Foolio. Stalking him. They cars trailing him. And then once they find out where he done positioned himself, Gutter Zay, who is Isaiah, and Alicia will call Davion, Sean, and the other brother to call them and be like, hey, he over here right now. Y'all, come on, we might can get him. They on the phone talking and texting like, hey, come on. And it's all on video. You see them texting, talking on the phone.
You see the defendant opening the phone for Mr. Chance, and you can see their COVID masks. One is wearing the blue COVID mask that was so prevalent in 2020, 2021.
Police is measuring the times of the texts and everything, connecting it, because they got all their phones. You see, I mean, I'm talking about, like, man, it was just so much. And then they went from one club to another club, and they did the same thing, tracked them down.
After leaving Teasers, the rapper went down the street to Truth 18 nightclub for an after party, posting on social media in live time.
This is the video here from his Instagram.
Surveillance video from outside that club shows how two suspect vehicles continued to follow Jones, just as they did at Teasers, and eventually to the Home 2 suites near USF.
Tracked them down, called them hitters. They came. He ended up leaving again. But the third time, that's when they killed him. You see what I'm saying? And all that is on tape. I'm talking about, y'all, Julio Foolio murder is one of the most calculating. I'm talking about the way that they ran up on him. It was like they have used these type of weapons before. I'm talking about like the way that they position themselves. I'm talking about in the way that they shot the car up. Oh my, that car was shot up so many times, y'all. I'm talking about, it's pathetic. It's shot up so many times.
That's the Charger at the impound lot at the Tampa Police Department. You can see the impacts. Every one of those yellow stickers on the hood, the side, and the windshield are all impacts.
By the grace of God, only one person really died. And unfortunately, that was Julio Foolio, the main person that they wanted to kill. You see, and all that is on camera, and they got them with their clothes on. I'm talking about, even though they ghost up, they got on masks and all that type of stuff, black gloves and all that. The police seeing their car turn in there to the hotel, not trying to lie, but to the hotel, you know, and them jumping out of the car, running over there to go kill Julio Foolio. And they measuring their body types and shapes and stuff like that and saying, hey, that's him because he got the same clothes on. Being that he got the same clothes on in this video, then that got to be, they put it all together. They put it all together. And these boys right here still went to trial. But that's not it though. I'm talking about there's more evidence. I'm talking about they got evidence of them being at the Airbnb down there in Tampa, coming, leaving.
Is this from the following day after the homicides occurred?
Yes, 2:09 p.m. on June 23rd.
And who's being depicted now on this ring camera?
Isaiah Chance briefly stepped out.
And what time is it now on June 23rd of 2024?
2:58 p.m.
And what else is of note in this particular shot?
Isaiah Chance walks up to, at this point in the investigation, an unrecognized vehicle.
What do we see now?
Defendant Alicia Andrews walking out.
What's she carrying?
Bags?
Day before, did you see anyone load bags into this Airbnb?
No.
Who do we see there?
Davion Murphy?
Ever see him enter the Airbnb on June 22nd of 2024?
No.
Correct. What are we seeing here?
This is co-defendant Sean Gainwright coming back to the door and apparently talking to someone, giving him the code to the door.
You see, they got the boy Sean Gathright cleaning up the cars, you know, wiping DNA off and fingerprints and stuff like that. Got them coming back with them same bags, you know, in the crib, taking them in Sean Gathright mama crib. But not only that though, once they raided Sean's house, they found bullets in there and shell casings in there that matched one murder that ain't got nothing to do with the Julio Foolio murder, and the shell casings from a 9mm at the scene of the murder of Julio Foolio is the same ones that they found in Sean Gathright's house. Not only that though, y'all remember when Julio Foolio got shot that second time when they almost blew his foot off? Check it out.
I'm sitting in my car for like 2 seconds. I'm like, damn, what gas station I'm finna go to? Cause you can't just go there in the gas station, my shit. So I'm trying to pick like the safest one, even though ain't none of that safe. I see a car, but I'm like, I ain't really thinking too much of it. But when I'm backing out, that zoom like behind me, it stopped. So I hit the brakes. I'm like, so I'm finna let that bitch get in front of me. I ain't finna let them get behind me. So that hop in front of me and we get to the next stop sign. That bust a left, hop out, go to blowing that down. Like the car went dry, so that start. I'm like, damn, I'm dead. And that bitch on the drive, I hit the gas, smashed the gas to the next start sign, bust the right. And that bitch went dry no more. I hopped out. I don't know if it was a van or a truck. Hopped behind they shit. I was just laying there for like 10 minutes. I'm like, damn, I'm shot. I'm like, I can't walk or nothing. I'm knowing my foot f***ed up. I knock on them people's door house. I'm like, I'm shot. Like, I don't know if he had headphones in or what. I'm bamming on that bitch. He ain't paying me no mind. I'm like, what the f***? Hop back to the car and then I just drive to the hospital, hit 100, bro.
They do not mind the way my toes look. I can't wash my feet. Clip it right now, but look, ain't God good? Look, oh shit, look. I can really move my shit now. I can move my toes now. What the fuck? Ain't God good, boy. And I can feel them bitches now. Fuck.
Now, I can't show y'all the actual picture of his foot. I'm talking about it's like a hole in that this big. But if you into that type of stuff and you want to see the video of them like running down on Julio Foolio and killing him, click the link that's pinned at the top of the comment section. Go over there, get you a membership, check out those videos and that picture, and then check out all the other content that I got over there. But if you ain't into that type of stuff, I won't advise you to go over there. Now, allow me to say this before I depart. Listen, this right here is not no joke, because these boys right now is in themselves sick. They probably can't eat. They probably can't sleep. They're gonna get sentenced Monday. I'm talking about, so this Monday coming up, they finna find out if they gonna die by getting poisoned by the state, or is they gonna die from old age in prison. You see what I'm saying? So they finna, I'm talking about they getting hit with double traumas. You get found guilty. Damn. That's disturbing. And now, you know, a couple of days later, you got to go stand before the judge and see if they gonna kill you or not. This is real life, youngsters. This right here is real life. Man, y'all need to find something constructive to do with y'all time instead of trying to stalk people down and kill them. Because these are the results of that. Yeah, this right here. These boys finna die either way. Either way they finna die. In prison. Either way. So y'all need to, you know, find something better to do with y'all time, because trying to live this type of life, this gangster type of life, this street nigga type of life, look, these are the results. These are the benefits of that life. This is just some of it. You see what I'm saying? This is just some of it. So I'm telling you, young brothers, man, listen, right now you might not think to yourself that, hey man, you know, that ain't gonna be me because me and my gang, we like this. Look, I guarantee you, them boys didn't think that they was gonna be facing the death penalty for killing Julio Foolio. They didn't think that. If somebody could have showed them that and say, hey man, look, if y'all go down there and kill Julio Foolio, man, y'all gonna be facing the death penalty, dog. Y'all gonna get caught. Look, let me show you. I bet you they wouldn't have went down there. I bet you they wouldn't. But they thought they was gonna get away. The same way how you young brothers out here running, stealing, killing, robbing, shooting, y'all always think y'all gonna continue to get away. Not all the time. Not all the time. And that time that you don't get away might be that time that will cost you your life. Yeah, that one time. You see? So nah, straighten up. Do something better with your time. Leave that lifestyle right there alone, because it ain't about nothing. There's too many programs in your city right now that will help you out, take care of you, make sure you all right, especially if you're a youngster. They got programs for y'all. Y'all ain't got to be in the streets like that. You see? So, man, look, unless y'all want to be like them, then, hey, man, go ahead. Hey, man, you know, you can't tell nobody how to live. I mean, if that's what you choose, if y'all want to do that, go ahead. But when you do, don't be like Sean. You know, go out like a gangster. You know, hold your head up, stick your chest out. You signed up for it. You see? The rules of the street. Respect your rules. You know, respect your rules and regulations. Don't be crying and all that. You know, stick your chest out. Yeah, give me the death penalty. I killed that fool, you know. Do all that right there. Don't be like him, though, you know, because, you know, y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be doing that type of stuff. Y'all ain't supposed to be doing no crime whatsoever. Go ahead and honor that. And if you honor it like that, then I can't do nothing but respect you. But if you start crying in that courtroom, and if you get back to your cell and start crying, that tells me right then and there, you really ain't about that life. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.